So, good morning, everyone. This summer, the three of us had the awesome opportunity to work for the Valley Transportation Authority, also known as VTA. My name is Amber Lino, and I work for the CMA Engineering Project Development Division.
My name is Lucy Fox, and I worked in Service and Operations Planning.
And I'm Faazilah Mohamed, and I worked with Lucy in Service and Operations Planning.
So, for the breakdown of our presentation, we'll first discuss what VTA is and what we did as interns. Then we'll go more into depth of what our divisions were about and the assignments we were given. And to conclude, we will talk about how this internship will affect our futures.
So our vision at VTA is to build partnerships, creating innovative technological solutions to meet the mobility needs of Santa Clara County.
VTA aims to provide transportation options that are sustainable, accessible, community-focused, and environmentally friendly. Our mentors did a really good job of making our experience really great. We got to get an overview of everything that happens at VTA, not just in the departments that we interned with. So we did this through informational interviews and field trips.
So here is a picture of our VTA pyramid. We're able to interview and get to know each division at VTA. And with that being said, for example, we met the General Counsel, the General Auditor, and even the General Manager, Nuria Fernandez.
So in our informational interviews, we discussed career development strategies and learned about the skills, education, and experience needed to succeed in each of these careers. Like Amber said, we were fortunate enough to meet the general manager, but also the chief financial officer, the protective services team, and the general counsel, which is pictured above.
So we're able to go off-site and even visit some of the bus yards. For example, the first trip was to the Cerrone Bus Yard Division. And there in the picture we have a group of high school students that we tagged along with. And we took a tour of the O&R, which stands for Overhaul and Repair. We're able to see the technology that they use to keep their buses clean and operational and safe for the public to use.
We also got to visit the Shibuya Bus Yard, where a lot of bus operators are trained, and also people are trained to maintain the buses. So we took a sample class, which is shown in the picture above. And in this class was a brief overview on electrical circuits and everything, all the different aspects that go into bus maintenance. And so we learned how complex that is.
We also ventured out to the Guadalupe Light Rail Yard, the ACE Station, and the Santa Clara Caltrain Station. But one of the main highlights of our journey was going to the OCC, or the Operations Control Center. There, at the Center of Operations, we were shown a large LED display board with all of the real-time locations of all the trains, track locations, and the flow of electricity. So we found this very interesting.
So Faazilah and I worked in Service and Operations Planning, primarily with our mentor, Julia Jones. Service and Operations Planning covers a lot, primarily the 3 bus and light rail operating divisions. But that also includes paratransit planning, the bus and light rail maintenance, and also security throughout our VTA facilities, and technical training.
Our first project was with the VTA Ambassador Program. Since Levi Stadium was opening, with pregame scheduled in early August, the VTA ambassadors were encouraged to volunteer as customer service representatives for game goers. Lucy and I worked hard to ensure that this program was a success, cataloging supplies, helping with registration, and even creating ambassador resource guides. We were also lucky enough to serve as ambassadors ourselves at the August 2nd Earthquakes game, right in the midst of the action in Great America Station. Here, we were given a unique opportunity to work with the people and be out in the public, which was an event that was both exciting and memorable.
It was really satisfying to work at the event because we saw how our contributions helped the event run smoothly, and we also learned about all the different things that go into making an event work.
We also worked on a bike rack evaluation project where we analyzed surveys from bus drivers to determine whether cyclists had enough bus rides to ride the bus. Our final project was geared towards light rail service efficiency and accessibility. I analyzed ridership across different stations and lines to determine whether to determine whether the light rail service was accessible to people in the most popular and crowded stations.
I worked in tandem with Faazilah, looking at the speeds of light rail throughout the whole system, so breaking it down by station and seeing which parts were faster and slower so that we could figure out ways that we could speed up the light rail system.
So as I mentioned before, my name was Amber, and I was part of the CMA Engineering Project Development Division. CMA stands for Congestion Management Agency. So what it is, a brief description, is that it helps develop and update congestion management programs and provide informational services to the public. Some of the primary functions that it includes, for example, is they'll look at a street and make an environmental analysis of the area and see how they can make it more visually appealing and also accessible to the public. So they also take into consideration transit-oriented development and congestion management. What I did in this division was I was able to learn about their Express Lanes program and also get to know what Complete Streets was all about. Some of the assignments that I was given was to take documents and create an efficient filing system. I also did research and created a presentation as seen up on the screen on one of the products that they were considering on using for their future reports. So as mentioned, the 5 Complete Streets elements are listed above, and I did a spreadsheet on this information and sent it in to my mentor. For the off-site activities that I did, I wasn't just confined to the office. I was able to take TSMP field photos. So essentially, we went out into the field and we took pictures of graffiti or maybe litter that was on the streets. And also I attended meetings, 2 which were here at MTC. And with that being said, I would like to conclude.
So during our time at VTA, we learned how to thrive in a professional workplace atmosphere, as well as we were encouraged to broaden our viewpoints in terms of pursuing careers, because transportation is really a multifaceted industry with so many different departments working under one agency.
We feel very fortunate to have this opportunity so early on, and we would like to thank everybody at MTC and VTA who made that possible.
Thank you.